What's up, everybody? It's Kyle, and we are back with another episode of After the Previews Reacts. We're back in the Civic. Tonight, I'm reacting to Ghost in the Shell. It's actually a long overdue reaction video, because I saw this movie a few weeks back when it came out, but I was super fucking tired. Like, I think the movie started at like 10:30 p.m., so I think I missed a heavy amount of the movie the first time around, because watching it tonight, there was a whole bunch of new stuff that I don't even remember at all from the first time, so that was kind of cool. It was like watching a brand new movie again. So anyway, this is Ghost in the Shell. This is a remake of anime. There was an anime movie, I believe, but it's more well-known as an anime TV show. The anime is pretty cool from a person who's not like super heavily into the anime culture. I couldn't tell you a ton of different anime shows or anything like that, but I did watch Ghost in the Shell a little bit back in the day. I think they had it on Cartoon Network on Adult Swim when I was a kid. I don't remember. Maybe my uncle showed it to me when I don't know, but I do remember seeing bits of Ghost in the Shell when I was younger. But more importantly, I've seen other animes, and one of the things I really like about this movie was that it felt like I was watching an anime, and I have kind of like a mixed feeling on that, actually, because the fanboy in me who really likes anime and anime structure and anime art form and anime storytelling, stuff like that, I really like that it felt like an anime, but at the same time, I'm also the guy who like critiques movies, and I nitpick movies for every little fucking thing. So I also kind of don't like that it felt like an anime, because I'm not watching an anime. I was watching a movie, and I don't necessarily want to go to the movie theaters to see an anime movie. But at the same time, it was just, this movie was so cool. Like, visually, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like, it looked amazing. It was it's this cyberpunk kind of like futuristic. I don't know if they said it's Tokyo or what city they said. I don't know if they said it was any city, to be honest. There's like a really heavily mixed race culture, and people in power are very multiracial or multi-ethnic, or they're not, the people aren't multi-ethnic, but it's just there's people of different colors running the place, so it's kind of hard to tell if this is supposed to be like a futuristic, like cyberpunk dystopian America, or Japan, or even China. I don't know, man. I mean, I would assume Japan, because, you know, anime from Japan. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, it looked fucking great. That's probably one of the first things you'll notice in this movie, is how great the visual effects were done. So that's pretty cool. The acting was good. The script was kind of corny, which, again, that's one of those mixed feelings that I have, because in anime, the script is kind of corny. I mean, everyone in America has probably seen Dragon Ball Z or a few episodes of it. Go watch a few episodes of that, and the anime dialogue is just weird. It doesn't seem to make sense. It's kind of over dramatic. It's kind of under dramatic in places. That's kind of how some of this was. Not so exaggerated that Dragon Ball Z would be, but it's definitely a little bit corny, especially in one very, very key point of the movie that you're not gonna miss. I mean, unless you're not thinking about it. But yeah, it's kind of corny dialogue, but it's not so bad where you're like every 5 minutes like, oh god, like really, that's what they said. It's just a few key points in the movie that you will notice. Aside from that, the acting was good. I mean, I was fully enveloped in the movie. There weren't any parts where I was just like, oh god, their performance is so bad. It's like, it wasn't anything amazing. It wasn't like, we're not talking like The Departed or, you know, Gangs of New York. I just go to Leonardo DiCaprio movies? I did. Anyway, it's nothing amazing. It's nothing like that. There's no Oscar-worthy performances in this movie, but there's no Razzie-worthy performances either. So that's pretty cool. I don't want to get into spoilers too much, because I feel like most people haven't seen this movie, and I don't want to ruin it. I want to give people an opportunity to like get an opinion on this before they go and see it. If you're not into anime culture, don't feel bad either. Like, this is not a movie that's not aimed at you. Like, I think their intent really was to bring people into the anime culture who aren't anime viewers, but I think they did a better job of staying true to the anime form of Ghost in the Shell and really satisfying fans of anime and fans of the actual series. And this is a point that I do want to like talk about for a minute. There was this whole big thing that everyone was all pissed off, like, oh, they cast Scarlett Johansson, she's white, they needed to cast an Asian girl. You have to watch the movie before you judge that, but I think they did a very good job of explaining why she's not Asian. So that's all I really want to say. I don't want to go too far into it because I don't want to spoil anything, but I think they did a good job, and I am very big, or I do agree on the points that people make as far as like equality in the workplace and everything, and people getting an equal opportunity to get jobs in movies. But I think knowing that they're casting a white girl in this movie that is based on an anime about an Asian girl, I mean, I don't know the exact history of the character in the original Ghost in the Shell, but I can assume that she's an Asian girl. Knowing that they cast a white girl in this movie, they did a pretty good job of trying to give you a good explanation on why she's not Asian, without actually straight up saying, like, we didn't cast an Asian girl. Like, I think they did good, and I liked it, and I think it was a pretty good story point that they used it, that they used that explanation. So anyway, Ghost in the Shell, not racist, really good for anime fans. Anime fans, when you watch this movie, really think about the structure of story arcs within a long form of, or not with a long form of, but a long series. Like, just really think about story arcs, and you'll like this movie. But yeah, definitely good for anime fans. I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's cool enough that non-anime fans would still enjoy this movie. So for that, I think I want to give this movie, at the lowest, a 6.8, but I could say it would be a 7.8 as well. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Go see it. Don't miss it. Shut off your cell phones.